Good morning and welcome children. So in this video we will start our new chapter, the world of animals. So this chapter is going to divide into three videos or three parts. In first part we will discuss these two topics, the types of movement in animals and their body parts used, then breathing organs in different animal. Then in second video we will going to cover the feeding habits and the migration in animal, and in the third part 3 in part 3 we will going to do exercise question. So let's start. The first is, what is habitat? The first word came, important word, habitat. So we see different animals in different surroundings, some found in airs like bird, some on lands and some in water. So it means the natural surrounding in which an animal lives is called its habitat. Either they can live on land or in water. Some animals like frog, they can also live on land and also in water. So the natural surroundings in which they live are called their habitat. So now we're going to learn about the movement in animal. What is movement? When we move from one place to another, when we change our position is called movement. And why animals need to move? Because they need to find food, they need to find shelter, to rest and to escape from their enemies. Now we know they need to move, but how they move? They use their limbs. They use their limbs to move from one place to another. And there are some animals which use their limbs to do activity such as catching, holding things. So different animals move in a different way. So we will going to learn that how different animals move different ways and their limbs, how they work. So first group of animal we are going to learn is mammals, how mammals move and how they use their limbs. So what are mammals? Mammals are the group of animal that give direct birth to their young ones. The young ones feed on the mother's milk. These are the mammals, and they live on land, and some mammals also live on the trees. Now they use their limbs to move from one place to another. We know that every animal use their limbs, but the organ movement differ depending on the type of movement in the animal. Most animal have 4 limbs, 2 forelimbs and 2 hind limbs. Total are 4, as you can see in picture also. There are 4 limbs. Now these two, front two are the forelimbs, 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 and the back side or the we will say lower side, they are hind limbs. As you can see in this monkey, he is using his forelimbs to grab the tree, and they can use their forelimbs to walk also. Now if this is the animal, then these are the forelimbs and the back side or the lower side are the hind limbs. Total are 4. The front two are the forelimbs and the back side are the hind limbs. Now in case of human, we also have 2 pairs of limbs, means total are 4. The upper limbs are the hands. We use our hand to do so many activities. And the lower limbs or the hind limbs are called legs. We use our legs to support the body weight, and legs also help us to stand, walk and run. Now next we have how birds move and what are the different type of limbs they have. Birds are also having 4 limbs But what is the difference? The forelimbs are the modified to form the wings. So these are the forelimbs, wings of a bird are the forelimbs, and the hind limbs are the foot or leg of the bird. Now, what is the wing? Wing help them to fly, and wings are also attached to the breastbone with the help of strong muscles. Now, birds use their forelimbs to fly, and their hind limbs means these foot they use for walking, running, hopping means jumping, attacking or catching their prey. But duck is also a type of bird. So in case of duck have webbed feet that help them to swim. As you can see, they have a type of flat feet which help them to swim, and they are hind limbs, or we will say lower limbs of the duck. Now, because they cannot fly, so they use their feet to swim. There are also some example of the birds which cannot fly because their wings are very weak. For example, in picture you can see we have ostrich, emu, penguin, kiwi. They all are bird, but their forelimbs or wings are very weak, so they cannot fly. Then we have reptiles. So what are reptiles? So reptiles are the animal which crawl on the ground. So in that case, lizard, tortoise, turtle and crocodile are belong to this group of animal. Now in case of lizard and turtles or crocodiles, they have limbs but they are very small in size, or their limbs are not strong enough to support the body weight. So lizard also crawl on the ground or on the walls with the help of their small limbs. But there are some special case also, like snake. They do not have any limbs. Snakes, some reptiles such as snake have no limbs. They use their scales or plates. They use their scales or plates present on the lower side of their body to move and climb easily. So if a question will come like, is there any reptile with no limbs? Yes, there is a snake. And how they move? They use their scales or plates present on the lower side of the body to move. And they also have strong muscles to control the scale and a flexible backbone. As you can see in the image, they have flexible backbone, that's why they are in zigzag position. So they use their scales or plates to move from one place to another. Now, so insects are the small living organism, or we can say small air breathing organism having 3 pairs of leg and 2 pairs of wings. Such as cockroaches, beetle use their leg. They use their leg to walk or run quickly. Some insects such as grasshopper have 1 pair of long hind legs for hopping, from jumping from one place to another, and 2 pairs of front legs for walking. And some insects only use their leg to sit on something or to land on something, such as butterfly and moths. They not use their legs to walk, they use their wings to fly from one place to another. The wings of insects are quite different from those of birds. Now we are going to discuss how the wings of an insect are different from the wings of a bird. So the wings of the insects are thin with scales on them. They are not supported by bones and are not attached to the strong muscles. The muscles present in the thorax region are used to move the wings. So in insect, they are not attached to the bones and not with the strong muscles. But in case of birds, the wings are attached to the bones and with the strong muscles also. So this is the difference. And on wings of bird they have feathers, but on the wings of an insect they have scales. So certain insects such as bugs, fleas and silverfish have no wings at all. They only move with the help of their legs. So you also have to learn this, that silverfish and fleas, they do not have any wings. They only use their legs to move from one place to another. Now we are going to discuss the limbs of a fish. So fish have a streamlined body and fins that help them swim. What is streamlined body? Which can easily cut through the water, so they can swim easily. So there are two paired fins and one or more unpaired fins in every fish. So what are their function? The paired fins act as oars and help the fish to move forward. These are the paired fins. What they will do? They will help the fish to move forward. The unpaired fins help in maintaining balance. The top one is unpaired fins. It will help to maintain the balance when the fish will swim. And there is also a tail fin. This one. This will help in to change the direction while the fish will move forward. But this is fish. But in case of seal, there are also some animals such as seal have structure that look like fins. These are called flippers. They help the animal swim and balance itself on land. Seal is also known as sea lion and they can also live on the land. Now we have breathing. We completed our one topic, that is movement in animals. Now we will going to start the breathing. The process by which animal take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide is called breathing. So different animal breathe in different way. Land animals take in oxygen directly from air, while water animals, they breathe in oxygen which dissolve in water. So according to their habitat, different animals use their different organ to breathe. So first we will going to discuss about the lungs. All mammals which lives on land. All mammals, bird and reptiles breathe through their lungs. Amphibian, animals that live both on land and water, breathe through lungs when they are on land. Like frog. Frog is amphibian because frog can live in water also and on land also. So they use their lungs on land. So how the lungs work? Air enter the body through the nose and into the lungs through the windpipe. As you can see in picture also, air will enter through nose and this is the windpipe and into the lungs. Then what will happen inside the lungs? That exchange of gases take place inside the lung. We take oxygen in, then oxygen from the air absorbed by the blood and carried to different part of our body. Different part of our body like our legs, hands. So the blood will take oxygen to the different part of our body and carbon dioxide from the blood is released into the air. Like this, mammal will breathe. There is exchange of gases inside the lung. What will happen? That oxygen will be absorbed by the blood. Oxygen absorbed by the blood and blood will release carbon dioxide into the air. Now we will discuss about spiracles. such as grasshopper breathe in air through small opening in their bodies are called spiracles. So in grasshopper there is spiracle. What is spiracle? There is a small opening on their bodies are called spiracles. Like in humans, air will enter through nose, but in grasshopper air will enter through spiracles. I will try to draw. They have a tube like structure in their body. Suppose this is grasshopper and there is a small opening, and inside it is like tube like structure. From these openings the air will go inside, and the blood or the muscle or the tissue which are present there, they will absorb the oxygen from this tube. As you can read from your book also, that air enter the insect body through the air tubes, the round shaped I showed. Then the tissue take in oxygen from the air in the tubes and give out carbon dioxide. So this air containing carbon dioxide come out through the spiracles. So again, spiracles are the small opening into their bodies. So from that opening or spiracles the air will enter, and inside those tube the tissue take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. In this way the breathing process will happen. So now we will discuss the animal which lives in water. So fish, crabs, prawns and oyster breathe through special structure known as gills. Now each gills, as you can see in the image also, each gills has a rich supply of blood. When the water passes over the gills, the oxygen from the water is absorbed. In same way, at the same time, carbon dioxide in the blood is released into the water. Some aquatic animals such as whales and dolphins are exception to this process. They breathe through their lungs even though they live in water. So in case of whales and dolphins, what they will do? They will come to the surface after some time to breathe in air. Because they do not have gills, they only breathe through their lungs, and to take in air inside they will come to the surface. Now the last one, there is some animals who breathe through the skin also. Animals such as earthworm breathe through their moist skin. Frog breathe through their moist skin when in water. So frog use their skin. They do not have lungs. They use their skin to breathe in water. And earthworm is also use their skin to breathe in water. But fish, they use their gills. So I hope that movement and breathing in animals are clear to you. So in second part I am going to discuss about the feeding habits. So you can also see the part 2 link in the description box, and thanks for watching.